What's up, my dudes? Valkyrja, and today I want to talk to you about Yelan being a potential support for Xiao, basically, and why I don't think it doesn't work. First, I'm going to explain to you guys the good things that she does do for Xiao, and then I'm going to explain why some of it really doesn't matter, and the negatives to it. So, first off, let's talk about basically the one passive that you know is really powerful. She will be able to give him, if Controller Drift agrees with me, up to 50% damage dealt, essentially, if he's in the entire time her ult is active. And not to mention that Xiao, whenever you are plunging with Xiao, if you plunge, you should be normal wanting, and her ult actually activates with it. So if we go ahead, we do this, we go Xiao, we plunge, we normal one, you can see it actually procs. So here you can see I can proc it every single time with the normal one plunge, and you can do that over and over while you're plunging. So that's another thing, is that you actually can sneak in that, and you can swirl with Xiao and do stuff like that. So those are really the two big bonuses she gives. She also can use Elegy for the end off to the side and buff his attack even more, so he'll get a little bit of attack from that. But now I'm going to explain kind of why I don't entirely recommend it. I do think it is a decent option, I do. But whenever you're running a Xiao team, it's almost guaranteed going to be very similar to the one you see on your screen right now. Because Xiao needs lots of energy recharge. He does not regenerate his own energy while he's in his ult. Why they did that, I don't know. But he does not regenerate his own energy while he's in his ult, so you're going to be running Jean almost guaranteed. And now you can run Jean with Viridescent Veneer, or you can full send the attack like I did, but also have a little bit of ER just so I can keep her ult up almost 100% of the time. I do want to throw her on full VV, but I'm not really pressed to do it because nothing in this game's that hard. But I do think Viridescent Veneer is absolutely the best way to go with Jean, and you can do a lot from that. And you also want Zhongli because the shield keeps Xiao from, whenever he jumps in the air with his ult, getting knocked out of the sky and swatted down like a fly. Now, a common team you used to run is double Geo for the Geo Resonance. Geo Resonance is very powerful. Or Bennett. The main issue with Bennett, this only really applies to C6 users. Main issue with Bennett is if you're dashing around constantly, it's very easy to get outside of his circle. And whenever you're outside of his circle, then obviously you're not getting his buffs. So that really sucks. But if you're C0, it's not that hard to stay inside the circle because you're just jumping up and plunging. So Bennett is the main competition for Yelan as the third slot, in my opinion. Now let's talk about Yelan and the bonuses she actually provides to the team. So this, like I said, goes up to 50% bonus damage dealt. Now, why is bonus damage dealt not that good for Xiao? It's specifically Xiao, not really anyone else. Because Xiao already has way too much damn bonus damage dealt. Essentially, if you go through his kit, here you can see his ult gives 109%. Obviously, I have a level 13, so it's not going to be this much for you guys. But this gives another 25% bonus damage dealt. This gives another 45% bonus damage dealt. If you're C0, you don't have to worry about this, so we can actually cut out this 45%. So 25 plus 1, we'll round it up to 110 just to make it the math easy while I'm doing head math. So at 135% bonus damage dealt, then another 45%, well, it's 47, but like I said, once again, making it easy. So at another 45%, so we're 135 plus 45, that puts us like, what, 290, 280? 280, 290 in that range. My brain's not working the best today, so you have to forgive me. But around 280, 290 in that range. So he'll have around like 290% bonus damage dealt. Or 190% bonus damage dealt, excuse me. He'll have somewhere around like 180, 190 bonus damage percent dealt, not counting Yelan. Now you add another 50%, that's up to 240. You add in this passive, and that is up to 295% bonus damage dealt. He needs attack. If you want to give Xiao a supporter, you want to make a dedicated supporter for Xiao, make it buff his attack, because that's what this man needs more than anything. He has enough bonus damage percent dealt. He does. He has a lot of bonus damage percent dealt, so it's why I don't think Yelan is actually the best Xiao support. As far as third slot there, normally I just run Albedo for the little bit of off-field extra damage, because Albedo can match Xiao's insane uptime, and not to mention Albedo gives Geo Resonance. So it's a very good option. But Yelan plus Xiao, while you can do it, I don't think it's the best option. I think you're better off putting Yelan with somebody like Raiden Shogun. Raiden Shogun and Yelan is an insane team, especially if you put Xingqiu on that team as well. You're at 100% ult uptime. You're just murdering stuff. raining down Hydro on top of things, tasering like crazy. It is a very, very powerful team that I highly suggest you check it out if you have the units required. If you have Xiao, Yelan, plus Raiden, I highly suggest throwing them together. Maybe a Viridescent Veneer user like Sucrose. That way you can apply Viridescent Veneer to the Hydro, and you'll be doing all sorts of damage like crazy. Anyways, that's the video. Just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on Yelan as a Xiao support, because I've seen so many people talking about it in the comments. People have been wanting me to talk about it for a while. I don't think it's the best. I think it's doable, but I think Xiao, if he's going to get a support, it absolutely must be an attack buffer. Very, very similar to Bennett. Needs to be a mega attack buffer. That's basically it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.